relationship between Álvarez entourage and the club for a while. There are people around him who think that he shouldn't have signed for Atletico because maybe they're not quite an elite club. They're maybe an A- club with pretensions to being an elite club, despite the stadiums, despite the Champions League finals, despite a couple of La Liga titles interspersed with what Real Madrid and Barcelona are doing. But of course, they're not quite on the same level as Real Madrid and Barcelona. I tell you what, he's played so much football recently, which kind of, in the last couple of years recently, that's what prompted City to sell him in the first place. And now, I think they're looking at him. They were looking at building that team around him once Griezmann's gone. Now, Griezmann's still there, but will probably go in the summer. But they're looking at it and they're thinking, you know what, we're not getting that consistency out of him. And maybe that's just a knock-on, like Lautaro Martinez, from playing so much football. But maybe they're thinking, just like City thought, maybe we make it someone else's problem. Because if his entourage aren't completely bought in, and, you know, they're not getting a tune out of him on a consistent basis, they have to at least think about it.
I mean, the fixture computer's been pretty cheeky there. But if you go back to the summer, I mean, what's the relationship like between these two clubs? Because Nottingham Forest, you know, after that appeal, got into the Europa League at Crystal Palace's expense. Crystal Palace then dropped down into the Europa Conference League. And you wonder, with that relationship, you think, oh, would they do business with each other? Well, a player's got 18... Exactly. A player's got 18 months left on his contract. Crystal Palace would have to entertain offers for Jean-Philippe Mateta. They don't want to get in a position where he stays in this window, if he is to stay, and then come the summer, you're looking at 6 months away now from being able to talk to clubs outside the Premier League.
Especially if he's not scoring as the summer, having not accepted that, thinking we can't get anywhere near that in this summer with 12 months left in his contract. And as Dharmesh rightly said, next January he'll be able to sign a pre-contract agreement. They don't want another Mark Gay situation.
No, they definitely don't want another Mark Gay situation. I think Glasner probably wants none of it, but it's looking like one in, one out at Palace.
Regarding Arsenal, they have announced Max Dowman has signed a pre-contract agreement with the club that will lead him to sign professional terms when he turns 17 in December. And Max has had something to say as well. He says, "This means everything to me and my family. We all support Arsenal, and I really feel like I belong here." We'll be hearing from Mikel Arteta from 10 a.m. this morning, and I'm sure he will be talking about Max Dowman. Now, another story regarding Arsenal. According to a couple of the papers, Arsenal are exploring a possible summer move for the Atletico Madrid striker, Julián Álvarez, for a potential fee of around £87 million. Now, it's just a couple of rumours in a couple of papers, but this would be massive if it happened. Andy, do you honestly think it could happen?
I have a feeling Atletico might cash out. They're at least going to consider it, I think, because there's been a little bit of an uneasy relationship